Live, Mark Consuelos gets controversial with producer. The atmosphere behind the scenes of Live took an unexpected turn when co-host Mark Consuelos reportedly found himself in a tense exchange with one of the show's producers. What started as a seemingly normal production morning quickly spiraled into a moment that has become the subject of intense discussion among staff members, show insiders, and devoted viewers. While the daytime talk show often presents a lighthearted and polished image to audiences, the latest incident reveals that the dynamic between on-air personalities and production staff can be far more complex than what viewers see on their screens. Mark Consuelos, who has been co-hosting alongside his wife Kelly Ripa since officially joining the program full-time, has generally been known for his affable charm and charismatic on-screen presence. However, according to those familiar with the situation, his latest on-set moment involved a disagreement that escalated quickly, leading to raised eyebrows in the production room. The tension reportedly began during a pre-show meeting when the producer in question suggested altering the segment lineup for that day's episode. The proposal was simple enough, switching the order of a planned celebrity interview and a lifestyle demonstration to better suit the timing of the guest's availability. But for reasons not entirely clear, this change did not sit well with Mark. Some sources indicate that he believed the shift would disrupt the flow of the episode, making it harder to deliver the kind of energy and banter that the audience has come to expect from the start of the program. Others suggest that the real sticking point was the way in which the suggestion was presented, with Mark feeling that the producer had made the call without consulting him directly. As the discussion unfolded, the normally casual tone of the pre-show conversation reportedly grew sharper. Voices were raised, and while the disagreement never crossed into outright shouting, it was clear that the interaction was charged. Observers say Mark became noticeably more animated, leaning forward in his chair and using hand gestures to emphasize his points. The producer, known for a calm and measured approach, stood their ground, defending the change as necessary for the episode's timing and overall structure. For those who have followed Mark's career, his passion for projects he's involved in is nothing new. Whether in his acting roles or now in the daytime television arena, he has a reputation for throwing himself fully into the work. That intensity, however, can occasionally translate into moments of friction, especially when creative visions differ. What makes this particular incident so noteworthy is the rarity of such behind-the-scenes disputes becoming widely discussed among the staff. Live has long prided itself on being a collaborative environment where hosts and producers work in harmony to craft each broadcast. But as with any workplace, especially one under the constant pressure of live television, tensions can arise when deadlines loom and creative disagreements emerge. Once the meeting ended, the mood in the room remained tense. Mark reportedly left to prepare for his on-air duties without further discussion, while the producer continued with their responsibilities, ensuring the show would start on time. When the cameras began rolling, viewers would have had little indication that anything unusual had occurred just moments earlier. Both Mark and his co-host appeared relaxed and cheerful, engaging in their usual witty exchanges. Behind the scenes, however, the conversation about the clash continued throughout the day. Crew members debated whether the disagreement was a simple misunderstanding or a sign of deeper creative differences that could surface again in the future. Some saw it as a healthy sign that Mark is deeply invested in the success of the program, while others worried that such disputes could disrupt the easygoing tone the show is known for. The live production process involves a delicate balancing act between the on-camera talent, producers, writers, and crew. Every segment, from celebrity interviews to cooking demos to lighthearted audience games, is meticulously timed and coordinated. Any changes, even minor ones, can ripple through the entire broadcast schedule. For producers, flexibility is key to adapting to last-minute changes in guest availability, technical issues, or breaking news. For hosts, consistency in pacing and flow is just as important to keeping the energy alive and ensuring smooth transitions. Mark's background in acting has given him years of experience in performance, but live morning television is a unique environment. Unlike scripted dramas, where lines and cues are locked in advance, a show like Live is constantly shifting based on circumstances. This adaptability can be both exciting and challenging for those involved. Some insiders believe that Mark's reaction stemmed from his desire to protect the rhythm of the broadcast. The opening of Live is typically a lively exchange between the hosts, followed by a sequence of carefully ordered segments. Interrupting this rhythm, even slightly, could alter the audience's engagement, something Mark may feel strongly about. The producer, however, is tasked with ensuring that the program works logistically from start to finish, making decisions that sometimes require quick adjustments. While no official statement has been made about the incident, those familiar with the show note that such moments rarely leave lasting scars. The fast-paced nature of live television often means that disagreements are resolved quickly, either through direct conversation or by simply moving forward to the next challenge. By the following day, most tensions tend to dissipate as the focus shifts to preparing the next episode. However, what sets this event apart is the attention it has garnered both inside and outside the production studio. Viewers, ever curious about the real dynamics between TV personalities and their teams, have been speculating about the story. Some have even gone back to watch recent episodes closely, searching for subtle cues that might hint at behind-the-scenes drama. The relationship between a television host and their producer is vital to a program's success. Producers guide the content, manage timing, and act as the bridge between the vision and the execution. Hosts bring the personality, charm, and spontaneity that make the content engaging. When the two roles work in sync, the result is seamless entertainment. When there's friction, however, even small disagreements can feel magnified in an environment where every second counts. Mark Consuelos stepped into the co-host role at Live with high expectations from fans and industry insiders alike. His chemistry with Kelly Ripa was already well established from their years of friendship and marriage, making the transition smooth on screen. Off-screen, however, the adjustment to the fast-moving world of daytime production has been an ongoing process. In many ways, moments like this are almost inevitable. Television is a collaborative art form, and collaboration means that differing opinions will surface. The important question is how those differences are navigated. If handled constructively, they can lead to better outcomes and stronger working relationships. If not, they can sow seeds of resentment that affect morale and performance.